Deputy Jason Allen, Sheriff's Office K-9 Unit, and this is Inside HCSO.
Ahead on Inside HCSO, stabbed outside a supermarket, a woman unloading groceries is attacked. Our detectives quickly make an arrest. Courageous efforts honored. Our deputies are awarded for their exceptional public service. And caught on camera, a drugstore theft suddenly turned violent. How you can help solve this crime. Hello, I'm Captain Chad Chronister. Welcome to Inside HCSO, where we'll take you behind the scenes here at the Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office. Plus, you'll hear new information and perspective on active cases you can't find anywhere else. And now let's go inside HCSO. It's hard to imagine how terrifying it must have been for a young woman unloading groceries in her car when she was attacked by two men trying to grab her purse. This happened last week to a 21-year-old woman at the Save-A-Lot grocery store parking lot on Barris Avenue. When the woman wouldn't give up her purse, one of the men slashed her with a utility knife.
One of the suspects then took a box cutter and attempted to supposedly cut the strap, and in the process cut our victim several times in the leg, the torso, and the ear.
District 1 detectives tenaciously tracked down one of the suspects, seizing the knife used in the attack and the clothing that he wore. Aaron Amadi was arrested on a charge of robbery with a weapon. Detectives are still pursuing the second suspect. This week, the Sheriff's Office knocked out key members of a gang responsible for a slew of violent crimes in eastern Hillsborough County. Working with the State Attorney General's Office and the Plant City Police Department, deputies arrested 11 people who are all members of the Norteños gang, who also go by the name Norte 14. They've all been charged with racketeering. The group is suspected of assaults, robberies, drive-by shootings, and a murder. The arrests are a result of a 10-month-long investigation.
This was a fantastic operation and we did a great job, but it's never going to stop, and we need to keep sending that message that we're going to stay on top of these guys.
If convicted, these gang members face a minimum of 30 years in state prison. A seemingly routine parking violation turned into a much bigger problem for a 26-year-old Sumter County woman and sparked a multi-county identity theft investigation. Deputy Rennie Lariz spotted a car parked in the fire lane outside a Metro PCS store on Fowler Avenue in Thonotosassa. When the driver returned, Deputy Lariz discovered the Sumter County woman was wanted on a violation of probation for grand theft. And inside the driver's car, a stack of debit cards, U.S. Treasury checks, counterfeit IDs, fake checks, and bank account documents. A major investigation into fraud and ID theft is now underway. Stay tuned. Deputies busted a grow house filled with 42 marijuana plants weighing around 160 pounds with an estimated street value of more than $640,000. When deputies converged on the Regent Circle home after receiving a complaint, they discovered all the electrical equipment needed for such a major grow operation. This included fans, lights, and air filters. Deputies arrested and charged the husband and wife with manufacturing and trafficking cannabis, along with grand theft of electricity. Their marijuana was confiscated and will be destroyed. We'd like to take a moment to say thank you. Our last fugitive of the week, Fabian Williams, was arrested in Georgia a couple days ago thanks to an anonymous Crime Stoppers tip. We cannot do it without you. Keep those tips coming in. Thank you for your help. And now our investigators are once again asking for your assistance, as your information may be that missing piece they need to crack the case.
I'm Corporal Marvin Johnson with the Warrant Section. We're looking for this suspect and we need your help. Take a look at this man. His name is Deontay Lamar White. He is wanted on warrants for violating his probation on robbery, false imprisonment, and aggravated battery convictions. His last known address is on Summer Star Drive in Riverview. If you know where he is, please call our Warrant Section at 247-0735. Or if you want to leave an anonymous tip, you can call Crime Stoppers at 1-800-873-TIPS. You can also text your anonymous tip by texting CSTB plus your tip to CRIMES. Thank you for your help.
I'm Detective Lugo from the Homicide Section. We need your help solving this murder. Nearly 9 years ago, on June 11, 2004, 27-year-old Cristino Medina Jr. was murdered while visiting relatives at 8010 Fountain Avenue in Town and Country. Medina had a domestic dispute with his wife, Yahaira Centron, hours before he was killed. Medina was pursued through this door, which led to the garage, where he was killed. Detectives believe this was not a random murder. If you think you know the people involved in the murder, please call me directly, Detective Vic Lugo, at 247-0546. You can also leave an anonymous tip by calling Crime Stoppers at 1-800-873-TIPS, T-I-P-S. You can also text your tip by texting CSTB plus your tip to crimes 274637. Thank you for your help.
I'm Corporal Bruce Crumpler with the Economic Crime Section. We need your help with this case.
We're looking for this man, Terry Driggers, seen here cashing one of his victims' checks at a Riverview bank. Driggers preys on older people, convincing his victims he does home repair of some kind and then negotiates a down payment. Sometimes when the victims aren't looking, he even steals more checks from their checkbooks. Driggers never delivers on his promises and disappears with the checks. He has active warrants here in Hillsborough and also in Hernando County. We suspect he could have expanded his scam into Pasco as well. If you know anything about this case, please call me, Corporal Bruce Crumpler, in the Economic Crime Section at 247-0893.
Thank you for your assistance.
This week kicks off a county-wide effort spearheaded by the Sheriff's Office to rejuvenate the Nucio neighborhood located around 50th Street and Sly Avenue. Job 1 is filling dumpsters with tons of trash and debris. Soon we will demolish 3 abandoned houses. We are working with our county partners in this project to restore Nucio.
Well, it's a community cleanup for the Sheriff's Office. It's in regards to the Sheriff's Office coming in and purchasing the Nucio Park as a community. They want to give back to the community and bring in things for the kids in the community, and hopefully it will reduce crime and everything else and bring some pride back into this community. But we're here to partner with the Sheriff's Office. It's more of a Sheriff's Office operation. My guys are here to support them. We're here to help with the service workers and clean up. We're here to provide our trailers and help secure as many buildings as we can, along with mowing any vacant lots or things like that throughout a 2-week project. We're kicking it off today, which is June the 3rd, and the goal is just to bring back, a little bit of pride in this community again.
Well, this house was a nuisance. You had actual drug activity inside this house. There were needles on the floors and stuff like that, people going stand at night. I mean, you can actually see feces everywhere in here. That lets you know that people actually stand inside the house. And when they would steal property, they'd bring it here, break it down inside this house right here, So we're getting rid of this one house. It will alleviate a lot of problems in this one area.
Throughout the summer, we'll be out and about in the community, offering a helping hand and an open ear. The Sheriff's Office is also planning a back-to-school supply donation drive benefiting communities countywide, including those in the Nucio neighborhood, starting Monday, June 17th. If you'd like to donate school supplies, you can do so at any of our 4 patrol districts throughout the summer. You can find district addresses on our website. Thank you in advance for helping. We know the teachers appreciate it too. A key component to revitalizing the Nucio community will be the opening of the Freddie Solomon Community Center at Nucio Park. The goal is to make the center a gathering spot for everyone, especially the children. The center will offer classes for literacy, computer skills, and health and wellness. Other goals are to provide a daily meal for the children and offer back-to-school physicals. We know the Nucio community will be excited to hear about what's ahead, and we are ready to start making it happen. Every day, the men and women here at the Sheriff's Office quietly and courageously perform their duties, most of the time without accolades or fanfare. But every so often, a few are singled out for their remarkable achievements. Sykes Enterprises did just that, honoring several of our deputies for their outstanding efforts at the 19th annual Our Heroes Luncheon.
Ladies and gentlemen, Chris Lewis from the Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office, Reserve Deputy of the Year. Please welcome Stephen Gray, our Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office Detention Deputy of the Year.
Oh, unbelievably honored that we could come to work every day, work with the people we work with at the Sheriff's Office, unbelievably honorable people, and then to be recognized for it is just, it's unbelievable. The scope of it is just mind-blowing.
This was a man who was the first one that responded to the sinkhole in Sefner. The tragedy where we lost one person. It could have been much worse. We could have lost 2 people. But Deputy Douglas Duval got into that sinkhole and pulled another individual out of that sinkhole as the sinkhole continued to grow. So Deputy Douglas Duval.
For me, I'm humbled and I'm very grateful for it. Throughout our agency, there is many more qualified people that should get this same award. I'm extremely grateful to the office, to the sheriff, and I appreciate the opportunity.
I'm Master Detective Charles Brian Boswell. I've been with the Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office for 22 years.
And the award you're getting?
The ABC Action News Taking Action Against Domestic Violence Officer of the Year award. It was in 1995, and a call went out in the Sefner area that a woman had been abducted from her residence. Units were dispatched to the scene. When we got there, we realized it was pretty serious. A young lady had been drug out of the residence and been severely beaten in front of witnesses. Within a few hours, we received a call that there had been a young lady who had been abandoned in the Notasassa area. She had been severely beaten. She was unconscious. Then I was able to locate Johnny Osborne at Kelly's Hideaway Pub on Highway 92. When we arrested him, we still had the handcuffs on him. And he mocked us, said that he would never be convicted in court. Several years after that, I received a telephone call from the victim. She called to thank me for what I had done and what the sheriff's office had done. She went on to articulate that the reason that she testified against us in court, testified on Johnny's behalf, was because she wasn't used to having people stand beside her. And we at the sheriff's office have done so, even though she didn't want us to at the time. And it definitely set a tone for how I handle future investigations.
Caught on camera, shoplifting escalates to an aggravated assault at this CVS on Brandon Boulevard. It happened a couple of weeks ago. This surveillance video shows a man and a woman tossing $25 worth of items in a gray and yellow backpack. But when the store manager busted them for shoplifting, the man flashed a knife at the manager. The couple then tore off on a red motorcycle. Also caught on camera, this bank robbery from January that detectives are still working on. The suspect robbed the BB&T Bank on Parsons Avenue in Sefner. A couple of specific details on the bank robber: he was clean-shaven with a pockmarked face and had bad teeth. You can see here how he dressed and how he used a navy blue JanSport backpack. If you think you may know anything about either of these two crimes, please call Crime Stoppers at 1-800-873-TIPS, or you can text your anonymous tip by texting CSTB plus your tip to CRI-MES or 274-637. The Sheriff's Office has some upcoming events we'd like to invite you to. If you've got stacks of sensitive documents at home and just haven't had the time or place to get rid of them safely, now is your opportunity. We're teaming up with ABC Action News to host Operation Shredding on June 29th at the Citrus Park Mall from 7 a.m. to 1 p.m. Last call for all you fishing fanatics who also want to support a great cause. Tomorrow is the HCSO Charity Fishing Tournament at the West Shore Yacht Club. For more information, please visit our website. Defensive driving and vehicle control are the focus of a new Teen Driver Challenge. Classes begin July 18th at our training site on State Road 39 in Lithia. For more information on this and many other of our community programs, please visit our website. That's our edition of Inside HCSO. I'm Captain Chad Chronister. Please remember, summer's here, school's out. Children will be out and about on bikes and on foot, so be extra careful. On behalf of Sheriff David G., have a great weekend, everyone. Stay safe, Hillsborough County.